If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. So I've said many times in videos that there's a lot of advantages to going slow, coming to a campground, staying the maximum number of days. And here's a perfect example right here. We've been here 4 or 5 days now, and I've been looking for this trail that I'm on. This trail takes me from my campground to a picnic area that if I were to drive would be about 30 miles away. But walking this trail here at the Grand Canyon, it's about 2.7 miles. And so I'm thinking about, maybe tomorrow morning, Carolyn and I get up early and we could walk this trail, go down to the picnic area, check out different sites without actually having to move our campground. We are so far away from anything here at the Grand Canyon. I've talked about being so far away from resources before, but usually you can find most everything you need somehow or some way at a little bit closer distances. When we were down in Florida, it was 40 miles away to get water. Well, 40 miles away here takes me to Jacob Lake, which I've already explained in an earlier video. We can't get water there. They got a gas station. I always worry that, in 2 weeks, when we park, we don't start our truck for 2 weeks. Once we park, most of the time, that's where it sits for 2 weeks. Carolyn and I joke around a lot. Yeah, truck does really good. Sits around being lazy for 2 weeks and then just does a great job for 1 day. But one of my fears is in 2 weeks when it's time to go, I turn that key and the truck doesn't start. To give you kind of an idea of what we're at, we're 14 miles down a gravel road. I mean, it's back road, back country. There's only one other time we were this far off the beaten path. The reason I pause is I just walked up on this. Wow, I'm glad I came out here. I like having my own security in regards to an emergency fund. It really does put my mind at ease. I mean, I still worry about it. I worry that I'm going to wake up, the truck isn't going to start. You're just in a dilemma. But as long as you have money, the dilemma isn't near as bad as if you didn't. I remember one time I was traveling through Des Moines, Iowa, and I was east of Des Moines, and it started snowing. And I came up over a hill, and it just slipped. The rear end slipped out from underneath me, and I ran off into the median. I mean, it wasn't anything bad. Didn't damage the car. I mean, I wasn't even going that fast. I just slid off into the median, and I had to get a tow truck. So I called the tow truck, and they gave me the receipt, and they winched me out. They hooked a winch up to me, pulled me out. I gave them some money. They gave me a receipt on my way. Well, I called the insurance company, and I said, yeah, I would like to cash in on my tow truck. I needed a tow truck, and they said, oh, okay. On the receipt, it said winch. They winched the car out. It didn't say tow. And so the insurance company said, oh, they weren't going to pay for it. Fortunately, I had the money to cover it, or I just been stuck on the ditch. These are my fears. Insurance doesn't say, oh, okay, yeah, I'll pay anything you want me to pay. When we had the pop-up camper fire, it was devastating. And I knew insurance wasn't going to pay for anything for that. So when we pulled up on it, it was just, oh my goodness. But the one thing I was able to put comfort into was I was going to be able to pay for it with my emergency fund. No matter how bad it got, no matter if we got a new trailer or what the deal was, the emergency fund was going to cover us. It would have been a lot worse being out in that forest without any money. Someone told me about this lady, and she's 70 years old, and right now she's stuck in a Walmart parking lot. Apparently her van is broke down, and she has started a GoFundMe. She's been in this Walmart parking lot for several days now. She's asking for help, I guess on social media or whatever the case is. And she's trying to get another vehicle. She doesn't have enough money to get another vehicle. She's looking into her options. Now someone's told me that Walmart has told her that she has to leave. Her tow bill, she's been towed twice. And so she was towed to the Walmart parking lot. Insurance covered it apparently. Walmart kicked her out, and then she had to go to a Home Depot, so she needed another tow. And now, if Home Depot kicks her out, the insurance company won't tow her the third time. That is, in my opinion, a terrible situation to be in. But I truly do encourage anybody who's going to come out here that you have an emergency fund, a very large emergency fund, one that is going to cover everything that you have, so you can get yourself whole again. For example, when the pop-up camper fire happened, you know, we have enough money to replace the truck, the camper, the whole deal. Now, we went pretty inexpensively because I didn't want to just throw all my money away. I felt like that was irresponsible, so we built the truck camper. But if you think about all the things that we had to replace also, the generator, clothes, food, you know, building the camper cost us $550. That wasn't bad, but then we had to replace the battery and the inverter and the refrigerator. Like I said, the clothes, the Berkey water filtration system. So there was $2,000 or $3,000 just replacing things that you use for daily life. A lot of people say you should go get a compass, or you should get a drone, or you should go get binoculars. We had all that stuff, and it was all burned down, and that means that we have to replace it all. You know, replace things that are just one-use items. So we don't. So that's why we don't have these things. We had them, and now we don't. We were only able to do all this in 2.5 weeks. Built a new camper, got all our stuff replaced, and back on the road in 2.5 weeks because we have an emergency fund. Whereas this lady has been stuck in a parking lot with a van that doesn't run probably for that long, trying to just collect money to get herself whole again. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.